he might have.
Winning coach, Riverdale's Keith Short, back after this.
And then we said, we'll give them a 3. I mean, give them a 2 inside, but you know, we definitely don't want to foul on a 3-point shot, and also you know, make them shoot it a little further out than what they normally would.
All right, well, that's good coaching, and good. That's a good win against a very good ball club.
Well,
congratulations.
It's good to get back on the winning side.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Back up to you, Dick.
Very much. Congratulations to Coach Short and the Lady Warriors with their win tonight, even though they shot the ball very poorly. 11 out of 44, 25% for Riverdale, but they hit 4 out of 8 in the fourth quarter when the ball game was on the line. 2 out of 5 from three-point range, 10 out of 12 at the free throw line for Riverdale. For Lavergne tonight, 11 out of 40, that's 27.5%. 3 out of 13 three-pointers, 7 out of 15 at the foul line, less than 50%. And we had Riverdale with 32 rebounds to only 20 for Lavergne. Scoring for Riverdale, 12 points for LaCale Malone, got 7 of those in a big fourth quarter. Malone led with 12. Heather Jones scored 6. Sherry Riggett had 5. Angeline Whitworth 4. Jennifer Gwynn 6. 1 point for Jan Smith. For Lavergne tonight, it was Tricia Shore with 6 points. Jennifer Scott actually led with 8. Coming off the bench. Shore with 6. 4 points for Shanika Brown, 3 for Valerie Rousey. LaTanya Hathaway didn't score. 2 points for Mila Wise. Danya House had 4. 3 points for Christy Copas, 2 for Keisha Hathaway. It was Jennifer Scott with 8 points leading Lavergne. Riverdale wins 34-32 to go 6-9 on the season, and Lavergne's record drops to 11-6. A boys game coming up next. Stay tuned, and we'll have it for you right here on TV 27 after we pause for these messages.
Buying a home is the biggest investment decision most families will ever make. And it's important to know as much as you can about your new home. Is it wired properly? Does the roof leak? Does the cooling system operate efficiently? And is there good ventilation in the attic? For these answers and others about your potential new home, contact BBC Home Inspection Service. BBC allows the home buyer to make his investment a sound one based on good judgment and peace of mind. Call them today. BBC
of Lavergne, the home team against the visiting Warriors from Riverdale High School. Dick Palmer along with Nelson Smotherman and our crew here at Lavergne High School. We'd like to thank Principal Carl Buckner, Athletic Director Jan Stauffer, and all of the folks here at Lavergne for making our job easier with the courtesies they have provided us. Here's the starting lineup. James Pokey Miller, number 24, 6'2 senior. Here's Duralco Johns. He'll be wearing number 32, a 6'1 senior. Chad Hibden, number 45, a 6'5 senior, be in the middle. Brian Davis, a 6'3 junior, will be at a forward, number 44. Danny Rowland, a 6-foot junior, number 25, rounding out the starting lineup for Coach Palmer Jones and his assistant Ricky Field. And the Wolverines of Lavergne. Anthony Jemison, a freshman, 6'2". He'll wear number 34. Jason Tucker, number 35, also a freshman, 6'2". Chris Martin, number 24, a 6'1 junior. Scott Strickland, number 4, a senior 6-footer. And in the middle will be Mike Richardson, number 33, a 6'4 senior. That's the way they'll start for Lavergne, coached by Gary Miller and his assistant David Maddox. And we're set to play. Riverdale in the maroon, trimmed in gold, and the Wolverines in the gray uniforms, trimmed in blue. Girls game earlier won by Riverdale 34-32. For Riverdale, Davis, Miller, Hibden, Johns, and Rowland. For Lavergne, Martin, Tucker, Richardson, Jemison, and Strickland. First game between these two teams in November, won by Riverdale 73-38. Riverdale leads the all-time series 4 wins to 2 for Lavergne. The tip is won by Riverdale, and the Warriors have the basketball. This is Rowland. They work it inside to Hibden for a turnaround, and it's off to Miller on the rebound. He misses, and the Wolverines pull it down into the hands of Scott Strickland. It comes. Strickland guarded by Rowland. Bounces in the corner to Tucker. Fouled by Miller. No foul. He was out of bounds. Thank you, Nelson. Ball coming into Davis. Davis over to James Miller. Back to Rowland. Miller on the wing. Garalco Johns. Over to Rowland. His jump shot away and missed. Rebounded by Brian Davis. Follow-up no good. Rebound by Johns. Fakes, puts it up, and we've got a whistle and a foul. A foul on 23 Jemison, or 34 Jemison, rather. I guess Jemison is wearing number 23. At the line, Johns misses the free throw. Second free throw miss. Yeah, it is, Nelson, starting exactly like the girls' contest with nobody able to make a basket. Strickland with the ball, no score. We've played a little over a minute. Into Jemison. His jumper is blocked out of bounds by Brian Davis. Davis, number 44, with the block. Here's Strickland to inbound it. There's the Riverdale bench. Underneath to Jemison. Lost it in the lane. Picked up out front by Tucker. Quick pass over there to Martin. His shot no good. Strickland the rebound, and Rowland called for the foul. Danny Rowland on the rebound foul. It goes back to Lavergne out of bounds. 6:37 left in the quarter, no score. It will be Strickland to inbound. Out front to Tucker and over to Chris Martin. Strickland. We've got a whistle. Rowland called for a holding foul. That'll be his second foul. Also the second team foul. It goes out of bounds to Lavergne. With the basketball, no one. Mike Levi made the save over there, the Riverdale girls assistant coach. Strickland will put it in play again. Tucker short with a shot, and Richardson grabs the ball. Back out to Tucker. Strickland. Back to Tucker. Riverdale guarding man-to-man. Hibden there guarding Richardson. Out to Tucker. Miller's on Tucker. Over to Martin, guarded by Brian Davis. Strickland. Back to Jemison. He'll take a three and score. Lavergne worked that ball very patiently and got the open shot. 3-0 Lavergne. Hibden lobs inside. The ball deflected. Saved in the corner by Miller. Out to Hibden. Over to Rowland. Inside to Brian Davis for a turnaround. It is no good. The foul will be on Tucker, I think. Nope, it's on Strickland. 2 free throws coming for Brian Davis. 5:24 left in the quarter. Riverdale still looking for its first point. Good. 3-1. Davis' second shot. Missed, and the rebound controlled by Hibden. Back to Rowland. There's Garauco Johns down the baseline, missing. Rebound claimed by Chris Martin. Over there to Strickland. Still in the backcourt. The ball is kicked away by Brian Davis. Brian, the Riverdale punter in football, got the toe into that one. Also the quarterback for the football team. 3-1 Lavergne. This is Martin, guarded by Johns. Shot is missed. Rebounded by Hibden. Now Rowland picks it up. Flips the pass over to Davis. Pull-up jumper. Good by Brian Davis. Davis has all 3 points for Riverdale in a 3-3 game with 4:36 to play in the quarter. And this is Strickland. Strickland got the pass to Martin. Little fake on Davis. Martin lays it up and in. Lavergne leading 5-3. Here's Rowland. Johns. Lob pass inside. Turnaround shot by Miller is missed. And the rebound taken by Tucker over to Strickland. Whips the bounce pass over to Martin. He'll drive the baseline, lose it out of bounds, and it will be Lavergne's basketball. 3:54 remaining in the quarter. Into Tucker. There's a steal by Johns. Garauco coming on a breakaway, and it's good. Game tied at 5. Strickland with the ball. Out to Jemison. Strickland fouled by Rowland. That'll be 3 on Rowland. Got him from behind. And for Riverdale, it'll be Henry Little entering the game. Rowland will leave. Little will play an inside position, and probably Miller will come out to play the backcourt. The ball into Martin in the lane. His jumper is short. Davis the rebound. Off it comes to James Miller, driving all the way, and he'll be called for a travel. Ball goes back to Riverdale. 5-5 is the score with a little over 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Here's Strickland. Richardson on the left wing. Richardson misses. Riverdale had the rebound position, and Johns with the ball. Garauco lays it up and misses it. Out of bounds to Riverdale. Something about these goals tonight. The ball just doesn't want to go in there. Didn't in the girls' game, hasn't so far in the boys' game. Hibden. And we've got a foul. Richardson commits the foul. That's his first, team's third. Chad Hibden to the line. 6'5" senior. He'll be shooting a pair. First one good. There you see the time and the score. 2:48 left in the quarter. Riverdale up by 1. Now 2. Seven to 5 Riverdale. With the basketball is Martin over to Richardson. Whips the pass into Jemison. It's stolen, but he gets it back, lays it up and in. 7-7. James Miller over to Davis. Back to Johns. Johns tries to feed it in. It's off Hibden, out of bounds. Turnover number 2 for Riverdale. Turnovers even at 2 apiece. Score even at 7 apiece. Here's Strickland. Steal. Johns on the steal, and the layup is good. 9-7. Arauco Johns gets the basket. Strickland for the Wolverines. Over to Tucker. Back to Scott Strickland. Pass inside to Martin. He's got an easy one, but he missed it. Rebounded by Davis. Down to Miller. Over to Johns. Back to Miller for the layup. (11-7). Martin over to Strickland. There's Tucker on the left side. Back out front. Steal by Johns. Layup is missed. Rebound Tucker going the other way to Jemison. He can't control it. Tries to save it. Richardson's got it. Over to Strickland. Now to Tucker. His jump shot away and no good. Taken off by Davis. 11-7 the score. A lot of action in the game, even if there's not much scoring. Hibden. His shot is good. (13-7) Riverdale. 35 seconds in the half as Martin comes across. Over to Tucker. Out of the corner. No good. Rebound picked up by Jemison. Took it inside against the big man and was fouled on the shot. We're going to have number 44, Sonny Tyler, coming in for Lavergne, sophomore. Miller picks up the foul. That's his first. And at the line will be Jemison. Number 31, Robbie Mullins, is in for Riverdale. At the line, freshman Anthony Jemison. Missed the first one. Jemison's second shot is also missed. Rebound Richardson. He puts it up. It's good. 13-9 the score. There's Miller with a shot, and he scores. Pokey Miller got the basket with 4 seconds left in the quarter to make it 15-9. That's the end of quarter number 1. The score, Riverdale 15 and Lavergne 9. We'll be back right after these messages.
Ace is the place for your helpful hardware man, and Gills Ace Hardware is the place to find the Ace January Best Buys. Like this Trigger Start torch, a 2-piece self-igniting torch kit, just $14.99. Thermos vacuum bottle, $14.99, or 1500-watt heater, $13.97. Or this Code 1 2000 smoke alarm, $4.88 while supplies last. Get this and all your hardware needs at Gills Ace Hardware, 415 Nissan Boulevard in Smyrna.
I told you. We go to the second quarter. 15-9 Riverdale. Warriors shot 6 out of 14 in the first quarter for 42.8%. Lavergne shot 4 out of 13 for 30.7% in the first period. Turnovers 3 for Lavergne and 2 for Riverdale. (15-9), Riverdale in the lead. Ball coming in play to Richardson, under to Jemison. Too far under to shoot, and he traveled. The new players who came in: 44 for Lavergne just before the quarter ended. Sonny Tyler, sophomore. This is Miller. Over to Davis. We've got a foul. Jemison picks up his second foul, 4th team foul. Out of bounds to Riverdale. Miller puts it in play to Davis. Lob pass to Johns for a three-pointer, and it's off. It will go to Riverdale. Coach Gary Miller didn't like that call. Here's Miller to put it in play. Out front it comes to Johns, into Hibden. Johns, lob pass underneath to Davis, turns for the shot. Davis scores. 17-9. Now pressure in the backcourt. Richardson has it. Gets it over to Jemison. Jump shot away, missed. Rebound Martin, and it won't go for him either. Martin got a rebound again. Martin shoots again, and he is fouled on the shot. Pokey Miller called for the foul. Second foul on Miller. Riverdale coach Palmer Jones says, "Come on, guys." Going to the line will be Martin. Martin has been the leading scorer for Lavergne most of the season. He is a junior, stands 6'1". Free throw good. And he'll have another one. Second shot, no good. Rebound taken by Davis. 10-7 is the score. Or 17-10, rather, the score in favor of Riverdale. Out of bounds, it will go to the Wolverines. Coming in for Lavergne, number 5, Ken Sandifer, 5'10" sophomore. We are early in quarter number 2, 17-10 Riverdale. This is Martin. Driving in the lane, and his shot no good. Got his own rebound, missed again. Out of bounds, and it will go to the Warriors. Miller to bring it down. Number 24 over the ball, James Miller. Guarded by number 24, Chris Martin. Out to Johns. Davis in the corner. Miller. Davis. Johns. Johns shooting off a screen by Chad Hibden scores. Good solid picks at that time by Hibden, and Johns came off it with a solid jump shot to make it 19-10. Martin's open, but passes to Sandifer, who puts it up, and it rims out. Miller the rebound. They've got Davis breaking down court. He's got the ball and will come in for the layup. Brian Davis. 21-10 Riverdale. Timeout Lavergne. 5:16 left in the half. Riverdale has taken an 11-point lead. We'll be back after these words.
We're proud of Murfreesboro, and we're proud to call it home. Proud of its history, and proud of its future. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home has been serving Middle Tennessee for the past century with services which are complete and correct, with no compromise of dignity, thoughtfulness, or attention to detail. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, 820 South Church.
When you ride home, go, or you need new wheels.
Matthews Motors has these cars for $149 or less. A 1989 Sentra, an 86 Chrysler New Yorker, a 1991 Toyota Tercel, or a 1988 Toyota pickup, or an 89 Mitsubishi sports truck. For $189 or less, an 89 Dodge Dynasty, 89 Nissan 240SX, or a 1988 Buick Regal Limited. For $249 or less, a 1991 Saturn Sports CPE, an 89 Dodge Ram Charger LE, or a 1990 Ford Pro. 2019 Northwest Broad.
Lavergne will bring it down, trailing 21-10, and full court pressure by Riverdale. It's across to Tucker. At front, Mike Richardson. Over to Sandifer. Out to Martin. Tucker. Nice pass, Tucker, and the basket by Sandifer. 21-12. Miller across the line for the Warriors. Comes to the right side. And that ball hit Henry Little in the shoulder and got away from him. Sandifer picked it up. Riverdale's fourth turnover. Martin, he got a free lane to the basket, kicks it off in the corner there, and the shot is away and missed by Tyler. Martin had it. There's Johns picking up the loose ball. His pass to Davis, good for two. 23-12. Pressure in the back court. Steal by Davis to Miller. Underneath to Henry Little. He can't hang on to it. Lavergne gets it back. This is Sandifer. Off to Chris Martin. 23-12 the score. Now Mike Richardson for three. It is no good. Rebound taken by Miller. A long pass. No, Davis to Miller. Miller will put the shot up. He scored. 25-12 as Riverdale goes up by 13. Steal. Davis underneath to Miller, who scored. Lavergne takes another timeout with 3:26 left in the half. Riverdale leading 27-12, and we'll be right back.
Ray's Custom Exhaust at 5948 New Nashville Highway, halfway between Murfreesboro and Smyrna, where they install exhaust systems, shocks, struts, and brakes on domestic trucks, cars, vans, and even import vehicles. For all your exhaust, shock, and brake needs, see Ray's Custom Exhaust, 5948 New Nashville Highway, or call 896-RAYS.
It's Sportsland, you know, behind Mazzio's. That's where I got this jacket. I got my sweatpants there. That's where I got this t-shirt. Guess you better get to Sportsland.
After their second timeout in the quarter, Lavergne puts it in play against the full court pressure defense. Sandifer over to Strickland. Ball down low. It's going to be picked off by Robbie Mullins. Lobs it out in front for Johns. He'll lay it up and in. Long pass to Tucker coming on the bounce. And the bank shot missed. Rebound Richardson. He puts it up. No good. Taken off by Richardson again. 29-12 the score. Back to Strickland. Foul on Johns. Doralco Johns called for his first foul. Team foul number 6. Strickland in the corner to Richardson. Back to Strickland. Tucker. Sandifer for three. Good. Sophomore Ken Sandifer hits a three-pointer to make it 29-15. This is Mullins. Looking in for Hibden. Lob pass. He's got it down the baseline. Shot blocked by Richardson. And taken off by Tyler. This is Strickland into the front court. Richardson. Back to Tucker. On the layup, Tucker scores. 29-17. Riverdale throws it away, and the Wolverines will get it back in their front court. Turnover number 5 for Riverdale. Lavergne has turned it over 7 times. Here's Strickland out to Richardson. 29-17 the score. Riverdale up by a dozen. Here's Strickland. Moving on the bounce pass to Tucker. Tucker looks for a cutter in the lane. Instead takes it on top to Richardson. He'll drive the lane. The shot is no good. We've got a foul. Hibden. Chad Hibden picks up his first foul. Mike Richardson to the free throw line. Coming in is number 51, Mark Wiggins. He'll replace Hibden. No, he'll replace Davis. Mike Richardson at the line. Free throw good. Mike is a senior, stands 6'4". He'll have one more. Made them both. 29-19. Lavergne has come back and cut the lead to 10. The ball is in play to Mullins. Riverdale had led by as many as 17. Here's Johns. Into Hibden and misses. Got his own rebound, lost it. Picked up by Tucker. Minute 20 remaining in the half. It is 29-19. Strickland with the basketball. Over to Sandifer. Back to Sonny Tyler. Tyler back to Tucker. Tucker out in the middle to Strickland. And across it comes to Tucker. Dangerous pass. Tucker puts it up. Banked it in. 29-21. You see the time left. Less than a minute. Lavergne has cut a 17-point lead down to 8. It was 29-12 at one time. Now 29-21. 9 straight points scored by the Wolverines. Well, the shot there and missing Kenny McGowan. Hibden back up. Hung on the rim. Johns puts it up and in. 31-21 Riverdale. 20 seconds in the half. Up, pass going to be intercepted by Hibden. Carries it back in front court. Gives it out to Mullins with 10 seconds to play. McGowan. Mullins for the shot. Got a foul on the rebound with 2 seconds left on the clock. Richardson on the foul. They got a technical foul called on the Lavergne bench. So it will be going to the line, Chad Hibden. I don't know if there's any shot at it. I think there will be a 1-and-1 perhaps. No, no shot on the personal foul because the 1-and-1 not in effect yet for Lavergne. Johns makes the first technical. And he will have one more. Coach Palmer Jones. Johns. Unfortunate Lavergne picking up a technical at that time because they had just cut the lead down considerably. Now Riverdale has it, loses it out of bounds. It will go back to Lavergne. Still 2 seconds on the clock. I don't think that ball was touched in bounds. So they'll throw it in from the point that Riverdale threw it in. 33-21. Strickland into Sandifer. Over to Tucker, not in time. That's the end of the first half. It is Riverdale 33 and Lavergne 21. Back with our halftime scoring and stats right after this.
Good tires, good service, good people, good gear.
See Jennings Tire Company at 805 Northwest Broad Street and save on the new Goodyear Invicta GS with a 60,000-mile warranty. For a complete line of Goodyear tires to fit any budget, it's Jennings Tire Company, home of Goodyear certified auto service.
Hello, I'm Sheila Creviston with Snow and Wall Realtors. Kensington is the ultimate blend of exciting homes in a delightfully designed community. Kensington, where homes provide ultimate livability in beautiful kitchens, exciting living areas, and sensuous master suites. Home environments that bring together formal and informal living, accented by beautifully landscaped lots. Exceptional homes and convenient address combine to create a value that is yet unmatched. Call Snow and Wall Realtors today at 893-1130.
It's halftime with the Riverdale Warriors leading Lavergne 33-21. Riverdale shooting 52% on 14 of 27. Lavergne shooting 32% on 8 of 25. Riverdale has only taken one three-point shot. It was missed. Lavergne has made 2 out of 3. At the foul line, Riverdale is 5 out of 8. Lavergne is 3 out of 6. Total rebounds 15 for Riverdale and 14 for the Wolverines. Scoring for Riverdale led by Pokey Miller with 12 points, 6 out of 6 from the field, 12 points for Miller, 9 for Davis. Had 4 out of 5 from the field and 1 out of 2 at the line. He also has 5 rebounds. He's the leading rebounder. 9 points, 5 rebounds for Brian Davis. 8 points for Doralco Johns, only 3 out of 9 from the field, 2 out of 4 at the line. 4 points for Chad Hibden. For Lavergne, 5 points for Anthony Jemison and 5 points for Ken Sandifer lead their scoring. Tucker and Richardson each with 4. 2 points for Chris Martin. So it's 33-21 Riverdale at halftime. As we go to the second half of play. Lavergne is going to start with Richardson, Martin, Jemison, Tucker, and Strickland. And Riverdale going to start Miller, Rowland, Davis, Johns, and Hibden. We're set to play. Here is Miller inbounding to Hibden. Off to Miller. Lost the dribble as he went in there. Picked it up. Fed it out to Johns for an open jumper. Rebounded by Hibden. That's a travel. Steps on Hibden. 1 too many that time. It'll go to Lavergne. 12 points difference in this game. Riverdale in the lead. There's a long pass going to be intercepted. Stolen back by Strickland. Strickland's shot is no good. Rebound good by 23 Jemison. 33-23. Lavergne leading. Here's Johns. Davis, baseline. Rowland. Hibden. Hibden's shot is missed. Rebound Richardson. Over to Strickland. Miller guarding Strickland as he comes across. That's Tucker. Out of bounds off Martin. (33-23). Here's Davis. Over to Rowland. Back to Brian Davis. Lob pass to Miller. Miller reverse layup. Missed it. Got his own rebound and scored. That little layup was the first miss for Miller, I think, in the game. 35-23. Here is Tyler, who's in there now, over to Strickland. Richardson, Jemison out of the corner, blocked. Johns on the block. Out of bounds. Will go to Lavergne. 6:23 to play, third period. 35-23 the score. Riverdale leading. Ball is into Jason Tucker. Tucker out to Mike Richardson. Back to Strickland. Guarded by Danny Rowland out there. Strickland fed it underneath, and it's knocked away by Miller and out of bounds. Here's Strickland. All the way out front to Tucker. Quick pass back to Strickland. Over to Jemison. Back to Strickland. 35-23 Riverdale. Richardson. Mike Richardson scored. 35-25. Riverdale's lead is 10. Here's Rowland off to Hibden. Shot goes in, and we've got a foul. Hibden will get the basket. Foul will be on Richardson. And Hibden to the free throw line. 37-25. Good. 38-25. Ball coming into the Wolverines now as Scott Strickland will bring it down the floor. It's Danny Rowland matched against him as Strickland bounces it in the corner to Richardson. Got a foul in there. Foul on 42. Nope. Hibden. Richardson to the line. First up two is good. One more for 6'4" senior Mike Richardson. Rebound Riverdale, stolen by Richardson. 38-26 the score. Shot Jemison, or Martin it is. Chris Martin with the basket. Three-pointer. 38-29. Ball down low to Miller. His layup is good. 40-29. Riverdale by 11. This is Martin. Guarded by Duralco Johns. Over to Tyler. Back to Strickland. Jump pass in there to Tyler. His shot good. 40-31. This is Rowland. Dumps it off to Hibden. Back to Rowland. Wide open 18-footer. Rowland missed it. Rebound Davis. Shovels it in there to Miller. Reverse layup missed. Maybe on Johns on the rebound, and it is. Duralco Johns picks up his second foul. And the Wolverines will have the ball with 4:07 left, third quarter, trailing 40-31. Comes into Strickland, and he will bring it down. Scott Strickland moves left on the dribble. Into Richardson, turnaround, good. 40-33, Lavergne coming back. They trail by 7. They were down by 17 in the second quarter. Johns on the dribble left. Good move inside by Daralco Johns. He makes it. 42-33. Here's Strickland over to Tyler. Up to Richardson. Tucker on the right side. Back out front it comes. 9-point Riverdale lead. Shot by Tyler. 42-35. Sonny Tyler with 2 baskets here in the third quarter. 7-point lead, Riverdale. Here comes Rowland to the right side. Lobbing low for Hibden, and he's in there for the shot. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Stuck it up and in. 44-35. Here's Strickland being knocked down by Rowland. That'll be a foul. Danny Rowland picks up his 4th foul. And the ball will go out of bounds to Lavergne. We've got a timeout taken by Riverdale. 2:50 remaining in the third quarter. With timeout the score, Riverdale 44 and Lavergne 35.
At Farrah Brothers Ace Hardware and Rental Service, 1209 Northwest Broad, we rent tools for any kind of job. Tools like landscape tractors, wood chippers, stump grinders, front end loaders, aerators, backhoes, and much, much more. So for the right tool for your job, see the folks at Farrah Brothers Ace Hardware and Rental Service, 1209 Northwest Broad.
We'd like to make it simple. Mark Pirtle will beat any price advertised on any new Oldsmobile, Cadillac, or Isuzu, anywhere in Tennessee, period. That's the way we've been doing business for years. Before you buy your next new car or truck, pick up the phone and call us. We'd like to save you some money. Mark Pirtle Olds, Cadillac, Isuzu, Murfreesboro.
Lavergne Wolverines. That's the tiny basketball that they're throwing into the stands. .250 to play in the third quarter. Lavergne brings it down. They trail 44-35. Strickland guarded by Miller. Tyler to Tucker. Intercepted. Kenny McGowan down to Daralco Johns. Johns drives, missed the layup. Rebounded by Tyler over to Martin. Martin breaking down all the way, laid it up and in. Chris Martin with a basket, 44-37. Riverdale a 7-point lead. Daralco Johns to Brian Davis. Lob pass to Miller and out of bounds. Miller got bumped pretty good that time. Riverdale will get the basketball out of bounds. There you see the score and time remaining in the third quarter. Riverdale leading by 7. Here is Chris Martin. Strickland shot no good. Rebound Tucker. Takes it back out to Richardson. His shot no good. Miller the basketball. Over to Johns. See the time up there in the top of your screen on the scoreboard here. 1:31 remaining. Third quarter. Got a foul here on Chris Martin of Lavergne. Coach Miller demonstrating his interpretation of the foul to the official. I don't think it had much of an impression. as the ball goes back to Riverdale. Miller, Johns, blocked from behind by Strickland, taken by Richardson, and he's fouled by Johns. Duralco Johns picks up his 3rd foul, and team foul number 3 on the Warriors. Here's Scott Strickland. Strickland comes right. Bounce pass intercepted by Johns. He's coming with Miller. Johns to Miller. Miller, nice fake, missed the layup. No basket. We've got a foul before the follow-up shot. Chris Martin. 2 shots for James Miller. He has 12 points in the game. Free throw number 1, good. (44-37), should be 45, I think. Made them both. (45-37). I think it should be 46. I'll have to count my points here after the quarter. Richardson with the ball. Lane knocked free. Kenny McGowan, I think, knocked it free. Johns for a layup. Should be 48-37, I think. Foul on Miller. It's his 3rd. 48-37. Now they got the right score up. 27 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Long pass into Tucker. Out of bounds. It'll go the other way to Riverdale. 22 seconds in the quarter. Here's Miller. Johns back to Miller. Seven, 6, 5 seconds. 4. Kenny McGowan shoots a long one and misses, and this quarter is over. At the end of 3, it is 48-37. Riverdale leads by 11. We'll take a break. Be back with the 4th quarter right after this.
Buying a home is the biggest investment decision most families will ever make. And it's important to know as much as you can about your new home. Is it wired properly? Does the roof leak? Does the cooling system operate efficiently? And is there good ventilation in the attic? For these answers and others about your potential new home, contact BBC Home Inspection Service. BBC allows the home buyer to make his investment a sound one based on good judgment and peace of mind. Call them today, BBC Home Inspection Service, 395-7414. BBC, don't buy without us. RPM Quality Auto Machine Shop in Lavergne has earned the reputation as one of the finest engine builders in Middle Tennessee. Their experienced staff will rebuild your engine with careful attention to precision. RPM handles cylinder boring and honing, block preparation, crankshaft grinding and polishing, hot parts cleaning, and milling heads and blocks. They also supply dozens of manufacturer's parts. Let them give you an estimate today on the engine you're rebuilding. See Randy Parker or Richard Carter, or call 793-3960, RPM Quality Auto Machine Shop in Lavergne.
For your appliance needs, here at Fraser Appliance, we service what we sell.
James Frazier is an authorized Frigidaire appliance dealer, and he is a certified service representative. Frazier's Appliance has been serving Rutherford County for over 25 years with sales, parts, and service. Locally owned and operated, Frazier Appliance hopes to serve you with any and all of your appliance needs. Located at 610 West College, they are open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 5:30 p.m., Saturday till noon. 90 days same as cash, and they have free delivery.
The Lavergne cheerleaders After 3 quarters, it's 48-37 Riverdale. Riverdale shooting 50% for the game. Now we've got a foul on Wiggins. Mark Wiggins charged with a foul. Riverdale 21 out of 42, an even 50%. Lavergne 15 up 37, 40.5%. Shot there by Chris Martin is good. Martin makes the basket. To 5. Here's Rowland with 3:40 to play. Lots of time left for Lavergne. They have cut it to 5. Over to Miller. Over to Rowland now. Johns with the ball. Back to Danny Rowland. And in the middle to Davis. Looks like he might have taken an extra step. Shot is no good, and the rebound to Richardson, and now foul on Hibden. Chad Hibden commits the foul. That is his third. It'll go out of bounds to Lavergne with 3:16 to play. 16 foul. No shots coming on this one. And the ball coming into Chris Martin. Over to Strickland. 5-point lead for Riverdale. Lavergne with the basketball. Misses. Saved by Martin, but he was standing out of bounds. Tough luck for Martin that time. He got the offensive rebound, but his foot was on the end line. Riverdale with the ball now. They led by 12 at the half. They've seen that lead cut to 5 here in the 4th quarter. Brian Davis out to Rowland. Rowland coming left. Out it comes to Johns. Almost threw it away. Davis, great leaping ability. Missed the shot. Miller's got it. He puts it up. He misses. Tipped. Good by Davis. Brian Davis with the tip in. 52-45. 2:28 to play as Martin brings it across. Shoots. No. Tries to pass. It goes out of bounds. And will go to Riverdale. Miller coming with Hibden. Miller pulls up and misses. Out of bounds. It will go to Lavergne. (52-45). Timeout, Lavergne. 2:03 left in the game. With timeout, Riverdale leads 52-45. We'll be right back.
We're proud of Murfreesboro, and we're proud to call it home. Proud of its history, and proud of its future. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home has been serving Middle Tennessee for the past century with services which are complete and correct, with no compromise of dignity, thoughtfulness, or attention to detail. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, 820 South Church.
When you're right on low or you need new wheels, go to Matthews Motors, home of the better deals.
Matthews Motors has these cars for $149 or less: a 1989 Sentra, an 86 Chrysler New Yorker, a 1991 Toyota Tercel, or a 1988 Toyota pickup, or an 89 Mitsubishi sports truck. For $189 or less, an 89 Dodge Dynasty, 89 Nissan 240SX, or a 1988 Buick Regal Limited. For $249 or less, a 1991 Saturn Sports CPE, an 89 Dodge Ram Charger LE, or a 1990 Ford Pro. 2019 Northwest Broad.
2 minutes, 3 seconds left in the game. It is 52-45 Riverdale. Lavergne with the basketball. It goes in play to Chris Martin. Martin over to Strickland. Rowland out on him. In the corner to Tucker. Underneath to Jemison. He is fouled by Hibden. And that will be 4 on Chad Hibden. Anthony Jemison to the line. Jemison is 0 for 2 at the line tonight. He has scored 7 points. A freshman. One of 2 freshmen starting for Coach Gary Miller, the other being Jason Tucker. First one good. Missed. Rebound Richardson. No good, but a foul. It'll be offense on Richardson. That's going to be all on him. Mike Richardson is fouled out with 1:48 to play. He really came on strong in the second half. Had 7 of his 11 points after intermission. 1:48, you see the time there, and a 6-point Riverdale lead. Tyler checking back in, 44. Riverdale's basketball. James Miller. It took too long. That's a 5-second violation. And it goes back to Lavergne with 1:47 to play. Strickland to Jemison. Good. 52-48. It's a 4-point game. Here's Garalco Johns over to Hibden, sliding for the layup. He scores. Nice move to the basket by Hibden. 54-48. Steal. Here's Miller for a layup. He dunks it. James Miller stole the ball and dunked it. That should do it for Riverdale. 8-point lead. Inside, Jemison misses. Rebound, Davis. Davis in the backcourt off to Miller. Miller coming left to Rowland. 56-48 Riverdale. That was a big play by Miller a moment ago. Off to Rowland. Now to Miller. Now to Davis. 54 seconds left. They break. Davis wide open for a layup. He scores, and he's fouled. Ryan Davis will have a free throw coming. Foul is on Tucker. One shot coming for Brian Davis. 58-48. Just a moment ago, Lavergne had sliced the lead to 4, and now it has expanded to 10. The shot missed, but the rebound to Miller. Out to Rowland. 45 seconds to play. You can see the clock. You can read it up in the top part of your screen there, the scoreboard. Out of bounds off Jemison. Clock stops at 37 seconds. 10-point lead, Riverdale. They take it into Hibden, over to Rowland. Moves into the front court. Hibden, Johns, Miller missed it. Rebounded by Jemison. It'll go out of bounds to Lavergne with 24 seconds to play in the basketball game. 58-48 Riverdale. Strickland will play it in. Into Martin. Over to Strickland. One thing Riverdale does not want to do now is foul. Strickland loses it. And we've got a foul. I certainly didn't see that one. They called it on Johns, I think. Of course, I don't see them all. That's the fourth foul in Duralco Johns. 1-1 for Strickland. That is exactly what Riverdale did not want to do then. Commit a foul, stop the clock. 58-48. 58-49, one more. Strickland, second shot. Made them both. 58-50. Riverdale with the ball. Davis, Miller, got somebody open. Johns lays it up and in. 60-50 as time runs out, and that's your final score. Final score, Riverdale 60 and Lavergne 50. So Riverdale takes both games tonight in this county rivalry, winning the girls game by 2 points and the boys game by 10, 60-50. We'll be right back. We'll get some words from Coach Palmer Jones from Riverdale and run the final scoring and stats for you. Right now, let's pause for these messages.
Ray's Custom Exhaust at 5948 New Nashville Highway, halfway between Murfreesboro and Smyrna, where they install exhaust systems, shocks, struts, and brakes on domestic trucks, cars, vans, and even import vehicles. For all your exhaust, shock, and brake needs, see Ray's Custom Exhaust, 5948 New Nashville Highway, or call 896-RAYS.
It's Sportsland, you know, behind Mazio's. That's where I got this jacket. I got my sweatpants there. That's where I got this t-shirt. Guess you better get to Sportsland.
Riverdale wins by a score of 60-50 in a game that was much closer than a lot of people thought it would be, much closer than the first meeting between the two. Let's go down to Nick Paragipe down on the floor with Coach Palmer Jones. Nick?
All right, thanks, Dick. I'm down here with Coach Palmer Jones. Coach, you don't seem to be very happy, although you got the win.
Well, we played good in a couple of spots. I guess the last minute of the game we came alive, and we played well for about a 3-minute spurt early in the game. But overall, again, we're not playing with any enthusiasm, any emotion, and that really upsets me. But I guess you've got to give Lavergne a lot of credit. I thought they came and played extremely well.
Yeah, that was my next question. The first half was yours. Second half, they came from behind.
Well, the first half, we kind of got everybody run. We kind of got the game going up and down the floor. In the second half, we didn't until the last minute. In the last minute, we kind of got it going and jumped out quickly. And we play better when we get up and down the floor. And I've got to find 5 people that'll get up and down the floor. And I seem to be having a hard time to do that.
A lot of steals that obviously helped your win.
Well, you know, that's good at times, and you know, but you got to recognize there's a time to steal the pass, but you don't keep trying to take the ball away from the ball handler, and we did make some nice steals on some passes.
Were you happy with defense overall?
Not really. I don't want to be negative. I think these kids are much better than they played tonight. You have up and down games, but we're having too many up and down games, and of course we're happy to get a win.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Dick.
Nick, thanks, and congratulations to Coach Jones and the Riverdale Warriors for their win tonight, 60-50, and also to Coach Miller and his Wolverines for a very spirited performance tonight. Riverdale led 15-9 at the quarter, 33-21 at the half, 48-37 after 3, and they win by 10, 60-50. But Lavergne had cut the lead to 4 points. I think it was 52-48 at one time with less than 2 minutes to play. For Riverdale tonight, James Miller and Duralco Johns each contributed 18 points to the win. Brian Davis had 13. Chad Hibden scored 11. And that was all the scoring. Danny Rowland, the fifth starter, did not score, and Henry Little, Mark Wiggins, and Robbie Mullins and Kenny McGowan all played but did not score. So all of Riverdale scoring by 4 players: Miller, Johns, Davis, and Hibden. For Lavergne tonight, Chris Martin scored 12. Mike Richardson had 11. 10 for Anthony Jemison, 6 for Jason Tucker, 5 for Ken Sandifer, 4 for Sonny Tyler, and 2 for Scott Strickland. The Lavergne team for the game shot 44% on 20 of 45. Riverdale shot 46% on 26 of 56. Lavergne did make 3 out of 5 from three-point range, while Riverdale was 0 for 1. At the free throw line, the Warriors were 8 out of 12, 67%, while the Wolverines 7 out of 12 for 58%. And the rebound edge to Riverdale, 26-25. Riverdale goes to 11-6 with the win. Lavergne drops to 5-15. The girls' game earlier was won by the Lady Warriors of Riverdale, 34-32 over Lavergne. So a sweep for the Riverdale teams tonight here at Lavergne. And we'd like to thank Nelson Smotherman, our statistician, John Thomas, and the rest of the crew. Where's David Rainick? He's around here somewhere. Nick Ferrangipe, Derek Farrell has been our director. And did I leave anybody out? Did I get everybody this time? Okay. Thanks to all of you. This is Dick Ballmer, and we'll be back with you with more prep basketball next week on Channel 27.
Cool Whip Light Whip topping. The luscious taste of whipped cream with 1/2 the fat and only 8 calories per serving.
Cool Whip Light. If you're injured in an accident, it may require special skills if you want fair treatment from the insurance company. The size of the case doesn't matter. You should choose a lawyer experienced in handling claims like yours.
Nashville attorney Philip Miller is a nationally certified specialist for his work with accident injury cases. Fewer than 1% of Tennessee lawyers have this important certification.
We'd like to put our experience to work for you, and having a certified lawyer won't cost you any extra. We're paid only if we win, and you collect.
Philip Miller, put experience on your side.
Cheekwood and the Exchange Club of Nashville present the Antiques and Garden Show of Nashville. A floral fantasy come true. Landscape gardens, beautiful flower arrangements, and the colors of spring in full bloom, combined with the ageless craftsmanship and classic charm of antique furniture, silver, porcelain, paintings, and more. This kaleidoscope of color and craftsmanship takes place January 30th through February 2nd at the Nashville Convention Center. Admission is $6. Call now for more details.
When the hell is that fax going to be working?
It'll work when it works.
Hang on, things are a mess here as usual. I'll get back to you. You know, Art, while Mason is here, you should let him fix those trousers for you. It's all on me.
Oh, no, thanks, Venus. This suit came with 2 pair of pants.
Guys here with the statues.
What guy?
The artist you wanted to see.
I asked you to put that guy off.
Yeah, well, it's pretty hard to put off.
Hey, bring him in now. And then hi there. Hi.
You got a pack?
Good. These are football scores.
Really?
You think you can fix the connection on the phone? I am still getting static.
So?
No more shirts, thank you.
Well, I came through for you.
Yeah.
His name is Curly, and I understand he knows exactly what he's doing.
And what might that be?
Hey, he drove all the way down from Xenia.
I drove all the way down from Xenia.
I don't think we should argue with Curly.
No one argues with Curly.
Coming up to 3, you want me to place those calls?
Yeah, get my people first, then the English, and then the Germans. Well, what do you think? They're big. You can touch it if you want to. Why don't you let me live with them a couple hours and my people will get back to you? I don't mind waiting. Thanks, Arsenio.
Off with the coat.
Anything you say.
Okay, on your stomach.
Yeah. Excuse me. Your call's put together, Venus.
It's about time.
The static should be gone now.
Helmut?
Yeah, I'm here.
Anna?
Right here.
Lord Buxton?
Right.
Oh, we got a clear connection. Sounds like you're in the next room.
Well, it's not so good on this end. Your voice sounds funny.
Yeah. Can you stop pounding me for a minute, please?
Somebody's pounding on you. Okay, you want the smoked salmon and the Dungeness crabs. We'll ship it for you in dry ice.
Who's that?
This is the Pike's Place Market in Seattle. Who are you?
Buddy.
Look, do you want the salmon or not?
Buddy.
Who's Buddy?
Helmut?
I'm here. Hello? Is anyone there? What the hell's going on? I don't know. I'm in Dusseldorf.
Look, I'm having a little
Spike Lee's on line 3?
I can't take the call right now.
You can't talk to Spike Lee? Boy, you are big.
Spike Lee is there. Oh, I love his films.
Look, guys, I'm having some technical difficulty on this end. I'll get back to you in about 5 minutes, okay?
Okay. Wait a minute. What happened to the fish lady? You people are crazy.
Helmut, it'll be all right. I'm going to explain. I'll get back to you in 5 minutes. Helmut! Hands off of me! Please. You hooked me up with a fish market? What kind of engineer are you?
Well, actually...
I don't care. Look, just get this stuff out of here. Everything. Out. Out. Everybody. Everybody out. Trying to get a satellite call. Conference call with the Germans. These people have no sense of humor.
Well, Venus?
Yeah.
Thanks for lunch.
It's very interesting to see how you big league executives go about doing your work. Why don't any normal people want to work here?
I don't know, Chief. You know, when I first got here, I thought...
You guys got a minute?
Oh, sure, Venus. Come on in.
Am I being as big a jerk as I think I am?
You were there earlier, Chief. What you think?
Well, Mr. Carlson, I want to apologize for the way things went in your office today. This was a very big deal for me, and I'm out of my element, so I think I overreacted just a bit. I've been away from Cincinnati a little too long.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. See, I've been there. I mean, the big city's fine for some folks, but maybe you. Nah, I like it fine right here.
You know, we're just, well, we're just WKRP, and I guess that's about as good as it's gonna get.
You know, I remember saying something like that to Andy Travis once in this very office. I remember telling him that all the people that work here are family, and you can't treat family bad. It is kind of quiet here, though. Sometimes I miss that.
Well, one last person to see for the receptionist job.
Great, son. Send him on back.
Oh, Venus. I just want you to know that you're forgiven for the time you tried to kill me when I was a child.
You tried to kill our junior?
It was nothing, big guy, a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I think I understand how you felt. Hello. Come in and have a seat.
Well, Miss Braithwaite. B.A. Denison College, that's good school.
I majored in communications.
Yeah, so I imagine you communicate very well.
I've been told that.
Yeah, it says here that you were a buyer for Steuben James here in Cincinnati. That's a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, why'd you quit?
All the men were either married or gay.
I see.
I don't want want you to think that I'm just interested in men. I'm interested in getting ahead in radio and broadcasting and moving up in the executive ranks. Also men.
Anything else, Chief?
Yeah, there's a couple of questions that I feel I should ask. Are you an American citizen?
Yes?
Yeah, where you're sitting, can you see me?
Yes?
About covers it for me.
Well, welcome to WKRP.
Do you work here?
No.
That's a shame.
Yes.
Your office in D.C. called. Spike Lee left a number in L.A. where he can be reached. Norman Lear called from New York. And the Germans want to know if you'd like to make that conference call again.
First of all, thanks, Claire. And tell them I'm somewhere in Cincinnati. But not to worry. I'm among friends.
Yeah.
This, of course, is the lobby, but I guess you saw it on the way in.
Ooh, I like my desk. I like my chair.
Good.
Yeah.
This is a relatively simple switchboard.
Oh, don't worry. I already know how it works.
Great.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Herb.
Hi, Herb.
Nancy? What are you doing here?
Oh, you two know each other?
Yeah.
No.
We got arrested once in a motel.
Oh, really? No. Well, that sort of thing can't happen. Good night, big guy. Good night, Herb.
Why did you tell him that?
I get to see you every day now, lover.
Did I mention that I was married?
Yes.
Did I? And I also have children.
You told me.
Yeah, I have pets.
Good.
A rat, a lizard.
Can't believe this report is due this afternoon. What is that?
Craft-free Italian.
You carry Italian dressing in your purse.
Hey, I love Italian.
Obviously.
You want some?
No, thank you. No, it's too much fat.
Oh, no, this is craft-free. See, fat-free, cholesterol-free.
It sounds great.
Just try it.
Craft-free Italian non-fat dressing. Fat-free, cholesterol-free, but feel free to love the taste.
Wonder if they make ranch. But they do.
See Kate's schedule? Most of her classes come before lunch.
Well, at least she's getting a good breakfast. You can't do much better than instant Quaker oatmeal. She won't feel all hungry in the middle of the morning. Instant Quaker oatmeal. It's the right thing to do.
I have this dream. I ride 190 horses at once.
Now, 10 years and over 43,000 cars and trucks later, we're holding our big anniversary sale. Hi, folks. I'm Dan Walters at Riverdale Toyota in Madison. Just look at how we can save you money during our anniversary sale. Right now, you can drive home in a brand new 92 Camry, just like this one. Now, you pay $0 down and just $239 a month. You see, we sell more Toyotas than any dealer in Middle Tennessee or Kentucky, and there's got to be a reason why. Come in and let us show you. It's our anniversary sale right now at Rivergate Toyota. Hey, we've got the Toyotas, we've got the financing, and you can count on it.
What happens in your world before dawn? More than you think. Turn to Nashville's source for early morning news. News Channel 5's Morning Report with Roy Hobbs and Joe Case. The team that really works the morning shift to bring you more news, more experience, more often.
See you using my lighting.
Yeah, it sets the right mood.
Always did for me.
Speaking of that, we've been keeping a few other things of yours.
Yeah, what?
Well, when Buddy put in the new board, he found a few things. Several dozen Mai Tai shells. And some cocktail umbrellas.
Hey, well, it used to get mighty lonely up here at night, and I like to provide refreshments.
Stand that, but this.
I wondered what happened to that. This used to be one of the finer lids in my repertoire.
Just it doesn't seem to fit your image anymore.
No, I guess not. You know, when I left Cincinnati, I thought I'd left Venus behind. I come back today and I find it. I've missed him. Yeah. I think I'll take him back to D.C. with me. They could use him there.
You, want to take the wheel for a while?
I thought you'd never ask. It's 8:30 in the Queen City, my children. And this is Venus, rising once more in the cool winter night to embrace the moon and stars and friends I left behind.
I make it alone when love is gone. To the bartender.
On the next Golden Girls,
You an entertainer.
when Dorothy does stand-up,
Hot up here. How hot is it?
it's no laughing matter.
You're dying. Ask us where we're from.
That's my mother, the incredible shrinking woman.
Everyone's getting into the act.
And that's the trouble with the guys here in Miami. They simply cannot say those three little words, quick, call 911.
On the next Golden Girls.
Monday at 5.
Please stop crying. Well, all of my friends drink. You know, it's not like we get drunk or anything. We just like to have a good time. Get off my back! Don't you think you're making a big deal out of this? I mean, I don't have the problem. You have the problem. No more drinking. Stop crying! Promise it's the last time.
You've tried everything. Nothing's worked.
Maybe it walked out of your purse. Maybe you lost it. Don't go accusing me.
But there is hope. Get through to us at the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, and we'll help you get through to them, just as we've helped thousands of others. Just don't give up.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Teamwork. That's what works at News Channel 5. The following program contains actual footage from real emergencies. Nothing has been recreated.
It's never a routine. It's always hectic. It's very stressful.
It's not a job, it's a way of life.
What starts as a joyride through the Big Apple ends on the road to disaster. Trapped in a mass of metal, even the jaws of life can't open. Is there any way to get the victim out in one piece? Can a floundering dolphin actually be rescued from near freezing waters? Emergencies. What happens when they strike? I'm Joseph Campanella, and this is Emergency Call. For the next 30 minutes, you'll meet brave rescuers whose jobs don't even start until disaster strikes. Like Friday night in New York City. Life in the fast lane, the Big Apple. Only for two men, it was a dead-end street. Training, the key between rescue and tragedy. Crushed and bleeding, the victims are losing the battle for their lives. But the first officers on the scene know better than to simply rush in.
We were on routine patrol and we heard the accident. We heard the crash and we came by and we saw that there were two males pinned in the car. We called for emergency service.
In less than 5 minutes, emergency crews appeared.
When we arrived at the scene, We saw EMS was at the location. They were stabilizing the patient. The patient in the past, there was 2 patients in the vehicle. Both of them were pinned inside the vehicle. The most serious one was the passenger. EMS was stabilizing the patient's head and neck to prevent any further injury. And of course, we worked on the passenger side first because that was the most likely to die.
The training we get is second to none. We get like phenomenal amount of training and the best training in the city as far as I'm concerned. We're just constantly training.
In this case, it was an extrication which we weren't equipped to perform. We just worry about the medical care. They did a really good job using their power tools and getting the patient out, because otherwise, basically, we had no way of getting them out.
A mere 15 minutes after the first crew arrives, they pull both seriously injured victims free and rush them to the nearest trauma center.
I wasn't keeping track of time. I know my partner was on one door extricating one person. I had the other door extricating the second person. And I tell you, when you get a job like this, you really don't keep track of time. You just do what's got to be done, and that's it.
The dashboard was displaced and damaged, and his legs were actually folded and pinned underneath the dashboard. It took them about 10 minutes or so. They did a good job.
Speed kills, and speed can save lives. The lightning-fast work of the EMS crew gives the dying victims a fighting chance.
When you get an emergency job like this, your training just takes over. You don't panic. You just do what you're trained to do, and everything comes usually 99% of the time. Everything works out fine.
We work hand in hand with the fire department and the police department equally well. At a time like that, you just got to do what's got to be done, and there's no problems for the most part. They do their job, we do our job, and worry about the patient first.
The battle for life still rages on. Even now, the passenger remains in critical condition, and the driver will live. 2 men survived nearly certain death because 2 policemen made all the right moves in the face of disaster. Officers Carney and Allen call their response routine. We call it outstanding.
It's a gunshot wound, and the sheriffs advise us that if they're not at scene, don't enter the area because the suspect is still there.
A gang shooting leaves a youth dying in East L.A., while a new mother faces complications from giving birth. Stay with us on Emergency Call.
It's 11 p.m. Do you know where your children's NyQuil is?
Could have sworn.
Daddy's getting your medicine.
Poor kid's stuffed up. Can't sleep. Found this.
But that contains alcohol. Children's NyQuil has no alcohol and relieves more symptoms than the leading children's cold medicine.
Probably right under your nose.
Children's NyQuil, the no alcohol, no aspirin, sneezing, coughing, stuffy head so your child can rest medicine. And for colds without coughs, Children's NyQuil head cold allergy.
Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, is now playing at theaters everywhere. But you can call the Star Trek Adventure line, complete free of the all-new games, and earn your official Starfleet Commander's patch. Call now and enter the Star Trek Adventure contest, and you may win a Zoo Life Safari for 2 to Asia, Africa, or Australia. Don't miss this Star Trek adventure of a lifetime. Call 1-900-246-TREK now. Takes about 1 minute to enter contest and about 4 minutes to play each new game. $1.45 first minute, 95 cents each additional minute.
Tonight, a sauce with big chunks of vegetables. Ragu chunky garden style. Mom, how chunky can it be?
Chunky. Very, very chunky. It's the chunkiest.
Yep, that's really chunky.
Ragu chunky garden style, our chunkiest. When it comes to sauce, the only question is...
Shaw is the only man ever brought to trial as a conspirator in the JFK assassination. He was acquitted. On the next Entertainment Tonight, close friends tell you about the Clay Shaw they knew.
He was well accepted in the business community and the cultural community.
And they claim in the new film JFK, he's wrongly portrayed as a shady businessman.
The movie went out of its way to make a sleazy character.
The controversial inside stories on Entertainment Tonight.
Monday at 10:30 on Channel 5.
It's sad to think that people can call this home, but they do. People live here. People die here. I know. I used to call it home. Through United Way and their agencies and people like yourselves that give and donate, and it's enabled me to build a relationship with my family that I had lost for 17 or 18 years. I'm able to stand here and tell you that through your donations, yes, United Way does work.
It starts as a quiet night, but things heat up fast. In the southeast section of Los Angeles, the city never sleeps. New partners, veteran paramedics John Davis and John Whiteside, have just been assigned together. They want a little time to get to know each other.
You have a lot of good people that you're able to work with. It's like a second family. We expect to be probably up most of the night, usually on Friday and Saturday nights in the active areas. You will not get a whole lot of sleep.
An alarm shatters the calm. Conversation ends. Someone needs help. Whiteside and Davis spring into action. They may not know each other, but in a few short hours, these new partners will become very close. They immediately react to help treat a hemorrhaging victim screaming in pain. They find out she'd had a baby only days before. Instantly, they rush her to the hospital for emergency care.
Of this month? 2 days ago she had a baby? Yeah. Okay, is she bleeding right now?
She's having abdominal pain right now. She just had a baby several days ago. She's been having the abdominal pain. She's been vomiting apparently for the last half an hour, possibly due to the birth of her child a couple of days ago. Again, she is Spanish speaking, so we're having a hard time getting the information even through an interpreter here.
Communication. Tough enough when a crisis makes victims and witnesses frantic. Nearly impossible when there's a language barrier also standing in the way.
You need to sit in the front seat, okay?
Squad 164 is called again. This time, it could be murder.
Squad 164, you can cancel. Squad 164, you can...
Squad 16, Squad 164. It's a gunshot wound, and the sheriffs advise us that if they're not at scene, don't enter the area because the suspect is still there.
Senseless violence, gang shootings, rage on the streets, a constant danger for paramedics.
We've got a job to do. We don't know ahead of time who provoked whatever happened. We try and take everybody at face value, but you gotta be aware, and you gotta keep your eyes open and don't turn your back on people sometimes. And, you know, we look out for each other because there's been times where people throw stuff at you. There's been knives pulled at times, and you know, we've had people assaulted. Excuse me.
Speed is everything. Davis and Whiteside hurry to stabilize the victim, then rush him to the nearest trauma center. The police comb the area searching for the gunman. Thanks to the quick response time of this new team, the victim survived.
Adams 38, Squad 164.
Impact. In a one-night shift, Davis and Whiteside touch many lives. From a critical victim to a new mother in distress, these partners put their heart and soul into every emergency call. We think they make one heck of a team.
Thanks, man.
Davis and Whiteside and thousands of men and women just like them are committed to serve, no matter what the need, and to stand by, ready for the next emergency call.
Home camcorders capture phenomenal news events every day. Now Emergency Call invites you to join a special segment of our show, Emergency Cam. If your videotape of a real emergency is selected, your story will air nationally on Emergency Call. Plus, you and a guest will receive 1 week's lodging in beautiful Club Carib in the Caribbean. Please send your tapes to Emergency Cam, 4466 John Young Parkway, Orlando, Florida, 32804.
It's coming out? Pull. Baton Rouge Rescue. Y'all have an extra pair of cutters. Awesome.
A victim trapped in a mass of metal not even the jaws of life can pry open. Can they get him out in one piece? When we return to Emergency Call.
Now you can roll away unsightly debris from carpets, roll away stubborn lint or dandruff in seconds. Clinging pet hair on skirts and sweaters, roll it up and rinse it away. Introducing Magic Roller. It picks it up, you rinse it off, and use it again and again. Don't struggle cleaning old-fashioned clothing brushes or replacing messy paper refills. Magic Roller's permanent silicone surface lasts and lasts. Its space-age roller penetrates so thoroughly, watch it pull the print right off a newspaper, yet it's gentle enough to use on this delicate cashmere sweater. Call or send now, and you also receive this fold-away travel-size Magic Roller. Its magnet-like action attracts dust, lint, and hair just like the big household model. You get them both for only $14.98. Magic Roller is ideal for car seats, mats, and slip covers, fresh and upholstered furniture, lampshades, needlepoint. Pick up dirt, dust, and debris your vacuum missed, and you might not even see. Magic Roller is the best clothing brush on the market. It has hundreds of uses, and best of all, it rinses right off. Call or send to Magic Roller at this address now. You get both home and travel Magic Rollers for only $14.98. Order more than one set and take $2 off every additional set you order. Be sure to order today.
Something different. Chicken brushed with LaChoy soy sauce. LaChoy makes a good thing better.
How much can your hair take and still be healthy? I mean, sun, pollution, styling. It can even end up here. You need Pantene. For hair so healthy, it shines. Pantene's Pro Vitamins penetrate, actually improve your hair deep down. Does it work? Look, shine that seems to come from within. Rich, radiant, now Pantene hair. Hair so healthy, it shines.
The freeway, a miracle of modern transportation or a high-speed graveyard. Ask flight paramedic Porter Taylor. Every day he takes to the skies to fight death on the highways. Interstate 10, just outside Port Allen, Louisiana.
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah.
The nightmare begins when the driver falls asleep at the wheel.
What's your name? Johnny.
It's a rude awakening when he winds up bleeding and trapped in a tangle of metal that was once his car.
Charles, you hear me? Yeah. Okay, listen to me. Okay, you know you've been involved in an accident, right? Huh? No. Okay, you need to let us put this oxygen in the seat collar on you. It's for your own good. You've been hurt kind of bad, okay?
Stress and trauma, the elements of crisis. They confuse the victim, make him unreasonable. Porter Taylor understands. Nobody handles critical situations better. After intense training and 5 grueling years as a flight medic, he knows how to stay calm in a crisis.
We have approximately 50-year-old white male that is pinned in his Suburban. His legs and his feet and everything are buried all the way up to his waist in the car itself. He has a massive head injury to the forehead. It's a laceration all the way to the skull. All 3 of his forefingers on his right hand are avulsed with the bones extruding. He's got a bunch of lacerations on his left arm. That's about it right now. We can't even see his legs. We're trying to start some IVs right now.
An unprecedented critical situation. The doctor orders a transfusion. In all their experience, Porter and the crew have never heard of giving blood in the field. Ever.
I talked to Dr. Newman at Baton Rouge General. His idea is to transport some blood by ambulance from their emergency room to the scene so we can get some blood started in this guy right away.
It's a battle for life and death, and life is losing.
I know it does, Charles. Come on, partner. Just hang tight with me.
Fluid levels plummet at alarming rates.
Nothing. Okay, everybody pray to the IV God.
Rescue crew struggles to set IVs while the firemen pry open the mass of metal with the jaws of life.
Come on, Dal. Come on, baby. You can do it. Awesome. You're a stud, bro. You're a stud. Okay, open it up. The guy was really starting to get cool and clammy before the blood got there, and I knew that once we got him out of that wreck, all the pressure on his lower half of his body was going to be released from all that wreckage, and fluids could have went everywhere. Come on, we've been here 20 minutes and this guy ain't moved yet. What's the deal?
Complication. The jaws of life won't fit into the crushed front seat space. Without those, firemen can't free his lower body from the steering column. Blood arrives, but it may be too late.
Huh? You got the blood? Give it to me. Yes. Now we're cooking with Crisco.
Medics rush fresh blood into the victim's dwindling bloodstream. The firemen try another angle. They'll go after him from the rear.
It's coming out? Pull, pull. Baton Rouge Rescue. Y'all have an extra pair of cutters. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right, how about the other one? Can we get the other one? Yeah. Wait. When he's free, hey, just pull. Don't matter. Just pull. Make sure every part of him comes together. If it wasn't for all those hands inside that truck, that the guy probably wouldn't have made it. You know, each hand was covered, each part of his head, each part of his body had a hand on it, keeping this guy together. Okay, straighten that other arm out. All right, let's come out with it. Is he still breathing? He's breathing. Is he talking? He's talking. Okay, well, if he's talking, let's not worry about the mass trials. Let's go. He remained alert and oriented the whole time, but he started to go downhill, but thank God we had that fluid going, because I think that's what really kept him alive.
More blood. Porter's team forces another unit in midair. In surgery, the victim needs 13 more pints, nearly a whole new bloodstream. The victim survives the operation, but faces several more. Taylor takes personal pride in himself and his crew for a job well done. His shift ends apparently successful.
Despite a series of operations, family support, and hospital visits by Porter himself, the victim passes away a month later. The team had won the battle, but not the war. Emergency Call commends Porter Taylor and his crew for a valiant rescue attempt. We'll return for another emergency call in just a moment.
While a dying dolphin flounders in icy currents, rescuers race over land, air, and sea. Is there time, or will the deadly chill kill? Find out when we return to Emergency Call.
Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, is now playing at theaters everywhere. But you can call the Star Trek Adventure line. Complete free of the all-new games and earn your official Starfleet Commander's Patch. Call now and enter the Star Trek Adventure Contest, and you may win a Zoo Life Safari for two to Asia, Africa, or Australia. Don't miss this Star Trek adventure of a lifetime. Call 1-900-246-TREK now. Takes about 1 minute to enter contest and about 4 minutes to play each new game. $1.45 first minute, 95 cents each additional minute.
I want to lose weight, but which one? I don't know about all these, but Dynatrim works for me. How much have you lost? Well, this is what I looked like before. You did lose weight. 8 pounds in the first month. And Dynatrim is so thick and filling, it helps me lose weight without feeling hungry. Come on. Really? With Dynatrim, I feel full, satisfied. And you're still losing weight? Without feeling hungry.
The Dynatrim weight loss plan fills you up to trim you down. This man may die unless someone beats him to it. Donors and transplants. Emergency call. Don't miss it.
Well, I started on pot about a year ago. But crack really messed me up bad, and I started on that like a month ago. And, you know, I just wanted to see what it would, you know, be like. I said, nah, never to me, you know? I can handle it. We tried some, and, like, Months later, I couldn't live without it. I mean, I didn't think one time was going to hurt me. I'm sorry what I put my family through. I never thought this could happen.
Humans aren't the only ones to get themselves in over their heads. In this special emergency call, we'll meet a dolphin who gets himself into hot water while stranded in a freezing bay. The rescue team at SeaWorld of Florida races to this emergency call. Broad Bay, just off the coast of Virginia Beach. Water temperature only 6 degrees above freezing. Too cold for a 4-year-old dolphin named Rascal, who fails to migrate south with the rest of his pod. Humans, thinking they were being kind, fed Rascal all summer long. Now he doesn't want to leave. The chilling waters threaten to freeze the 300-pound mammal to death.
It's gone up 10 degrees in the last week.
Because it's warm weather.
Warm weather, but it also drops very fast.
Marine rescue specialists are called in from Orlando, Florida. This may be Rascal's last chance.
The problem with the tertiaps is that they reach a point of temperature where they cannot physically eat enough food.
His weight drops dramatically. Rescuers fear he may die before they can save him.
Get him in here and then do a big sweep around. Stay away from him as far as possible. The area that we had to rescue the dolphin in had some things on the bottom that nets could get hung up on. The other obstacles were extreme cold water and extreme cold weather for people.
Steve Lang, an animal specialist with SeaWorld, describes the bitter cold.
My first response was getting in the water. It was a burning cold. Like I said, the coldest water I'd ever been in.
Rescuers enclose the cove with a 4,000-foot net, then lure the dolphin in. The critical rescue begins.
Okay, here. Grab on. Hold on. Let's go.
When he first hit the net, he was a little panicked. You know, we surrounded him with the net and slowly closed it in. And when Rascal realized he was surrounded, in about 10 minutes or so, he went into the net and started to thrash around.
We're trying to work his peck out. It's through the net.
Our immediate response was to get in the water and get him to the surface, hold him at the surface so he could breathe. And we were able to do that quite quickly.
After a freezing 45-minute struggle, the crew manages to maneuver Rascal onto a special nylon stretcher. A rescue boat stands ready nearby.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Bring the flute. Look, come on. Bring the flute. We're going to the other side there.
The rescue was a picture-perfect rescue. Everything that we had planned, the way we had planned it, all fell right in, and the actual rescue was effected on our first try.
Longer than 6 feet.
Rescuers make a quick assessment of Rascal's health, then rush him to shore.
Goes the way. You want to use the air?
The dolphin was brought over to the beach and was treated on the scene for cold stress.
Treatment included 2 shots, one a steroid, the other a painkiller. Rescuers rush Rascal to a nearby airport, bound for sunny Florida. He's placed in a warm water tank to see if his vital signs will improve. The almost 3-hour flight finds Rascal in stable condition, but he's not out of the woods yet. Here at SeaWorld, Rascal's rehabilitation begins.
We wanted to quickly put weight on him because he had lost a lot of weight and was suffering from the cold.
A gourmet diet and daily monitoring in a special pool help Rascal gain nearly 40 pounds. But what seems like the good life isn't home.
Coming up a little.
I like it. I mean, that's what I'm here for. So it's exciting, and you know, rather than working 9 to 5 each day, it's always different, and you know, you're always in a new situation. Every beached animal is a different situation, so they're never the same.
Does it look pretty calm out there?
Marine animals are rarely put back into their environment after such an illness. SeaWorld experts say Rascal's chances of survival are excellent. What makes a hero? Timing, preparation, and the courage to act. Thank you for joining us. I'm Joseph Campanella. Remember, the difference between rescue and tragedy may be your emergency call.
Rug Doctor is steaming mad at dirt.
The only rental machine that lets you clean like a professional, with a full line of products for everyday carpet care.
Actifed, the full prescription strength medicine that helps relieve the stuffy, drippy misery of a head cold. For effective relief, take Actifed.
Gunsmoke, weekdays at 4.
Here she comes. There's dessert, ladies. No. Ooh, there's only 3. These look good. Thank you. Get some. Now you have one for each of us.
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
At News Channel 5, we know what it takes to make a team work. Respect for the folks around you, pride, and the dedication to do your very best today and each new day. Teamwork, that's what works at News Channel 5.
The following is a repeat broadcast of the News Channel 5 10 o'clock report.
This is the News Channel 5 Weekend Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brett Lee. Thank you for joining us. When Allied forces stormed Iraq last year, many were hoping it would be the end of Saddam Hussein, but it wasn't. Hussein is still in power, and tonight Saudi Arabia appears to be pressuring the U.S. to go back and finish the job. When U.S. troops returned home from Operation Desert Storm, America cheered for a job well done. But the Bush administration is taking heat for not taking care of business. When the Gulf War was over, Saddam Hussein was still in power. And now Saudi Arabia is reportedly pressing the U.S. to go back and finish the job. But Defense Secretary Dick Cheney says Saddam is already on his way out.
His economy is in shambles. He doesn't control the north end of Iraq. The Kurds do. He has weak control in the south where the Shia are. I think his base inside Iraq is steadily shrinking and eroding. I think eventually he will, in fact, be toppled.
According to the New York Times, the Saudis want the Bush administration to help Saddam's ouster. At the most, unleash another air campaign. And at the least, supply arms and intelligence to Shiite Muslim fighters in the south and Kurdish rebels in the north. Saddam continues to terrorize Kurdish refugees. Blockades have been set up and are keeping food, clothing, and medical supplies from reaching refugee camps. Kurdish leaders say President Bush let them down.
The American administration did a big mistake when it didn't finish the job in Iraq.
The president has made it clear he'd like to see Saddam Hussein out of power sooner than later. And on the one-year anniversary of the Gulf War, the administration hinted something might be in the works.
The American people and the president remain determined to keep the pressure on Saddam Hussein until a new leadership comes to power in Iraq.
Political experts say since this is an election year, President Bush could risk embarrassment if Saddam remains in power. But Cheney says that's not a factor.
I don't think now that it's fair to suggest that somehow we're making calculations based on political considerations.
The Secretary of Defense did say the U.S. is negotiating with other countries in that region to reposition military hardware just in case it's needed. Problems here at home were the topic of discussion tonight at a debate of the Democratic presidential candidates. The top 5 contenders locked horns over issues like the nation's ailing economy and how to fix it.
I would present a bill to Congress to cut middle-class taxes and make up for it with an increase in taxes on the wealthy who are not presently paying their fair share.
Look, we didn't get into this mess overnight, and we're not going to get out of it overnight. My economic strategy has a purpose, and that is higher wages, higher income.
The debate took place in New Hampshire, the site of the nation's first primary on February 18th. Some changes are in the works in Israel tonight. Prime Minister Shamir lost his parliamentary majority today when 2 right-wing parties withdrew to protest the Mideast peace talks. That set the stage for national elections and has put the talks in jeopardy. Published reports tonight indicate the Iranian government was heavily involved in the hostage ordeal. The Washington Post quotes U.S. officials who say Iran paid Lebanese radicals to keep Americans hostage and then paid up to $2 million each for their release. Tonight, Iran says that story is not true. Rutherford County authorities are still searching for a homicide suspect tonight. It happened yesterday morning on I-24. Someone threw a 25-pound rock off an overpass, hitting Larry Hazelwood's truck. The 22-year-old Marine was killed, and tonight his family is trying to accept what's happened.
He's a good Marine. He really enjoyed being in the Marines, and to survive Desert Storm and come back and get killed like this, it's hard to take. It really is.
Rutherford County authorities want anyone who saw what happened to give them a call. That number is 898-7770. A Nashville mother is dead tonight after her husband allegedly shot her in the neck. It happened while 2 children were in the house. The victim underwent surgery and died late tonight. Her husband was arrested. Across the country tomorrow, many people will remember Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. It's the national holiday honoring the slain civil rights leader. Events commemorating King Day started as early as yesterday in Giles County, where residents joined hands and walked in the name of brotherhood and unity. And the ceremonies continued today in Nashville. As News Channel 5's Craig Owensby reports, almost everyone knows why.
Sunday's matinee crowd at Fountain Square seemed to have movies on their mind more than the holiday. Even some of the kids who were getting out of school tomorrow didn't have any special plans to observe Dr. King's birthday. Are you going to do anything to remember Dr. King?
I don't know. He always liked everybody no matter what, and he never wanted to have war. He didn't want to fight for freedom. He just wanted to speak for freedom.
And I probably march or whatever, but other than that, there's nothing else to do.
One of the week's first memorial events just about filled the Corinthian Baptist Church in North Nashville. Members of 7 different churches met for a single service to remember Dr. King and some of his most famous speeches.
With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, knowing that we will be free.
Visitor John Lutz was here for the first time.
But I think when you come into a new setting and you meet folks you've never met before, it gives you new perspective maybe on the same things that you've already been working on for years and years.
This is not the usual audience at Corinthian Baptist or at the churches in West Nashville, Green Hills, and other parts of the city which sent members here today. Just for a couple of hours, though, who they were didn't matter because faith was more important. And that's what keeps Dr. King's spirit alive so long after his death. Craig Owensby, News Channel 5.
And still ahead on the Weekend Report, a blind Nashville woman returns home to find an unexpected paint job and a huge mess. And we'll have the latest word on the street.
Some people are wondering if Nashville Electric Service has dropped the ball with its special marketing program. I'm Larry Brenton. I'll tell you all about it on Street Talk, coming up.
Plant a tree for your tomorrow. It's your tree that clears the air. Plant a tree, trees for America. Plant a tree today for all the world to share. Taste the breeze, it's life inside you. Make a promise to the earth. Plant a tree, now is the time to recognize the tree for all that it is worth. Plant a tree for your tomorrow. Plant a tree that clears the air. Plant a tree, trees for America. Plant a tree today for all the world to share. Trees for America.
Hello, I'm John Denver, speaking for the National Arbor Day Foundation. You know, we're just beginning to realize how fragile our planet is and the kind of risk we take when we destroy a forest or pollute the atmosphere. People are always asking me what can be done to help the environment. Well, there's a simple thing that each of us can do. Plant a tree.
Taste the breeze, it's life inside you. Make a promise to the earth. Plant a tree, now is the time to recognize the tree for all that it is worth.
When we think of trees, we usually think only of what we see and hear. They shade and cool our homes, bring songbirds close by, and they mark the changing seasons. But they also clean the air that we breathe and help keep the atmosphere in balance. You can do something for a healthy environment. Join me and plant a tree.
A blind Nashville woman found a mess when she came home from vacation today. Burglars weren't the problem. It was painting contractors. Midge Ball's apartment in a Nashville housing project wasn't at all the way she left it. There was broken glass on the bed and on the floor, paint in places it shouldn't be, clothes tossed into a tub and on the bed, furniture out of position. And for a blind person, that can be dangerous.
I'm pretty piled up and cluttered here, but I know where all the clutter is. And if it's moved, if even the furniture is moved, I could, it would be very difficult to find my way around, and I could hurt myself.
She says a call to the housing project's emergency number didn't help. News Channel 5 contacted the Metro Development and Housing Agency, and within an hour, workers took care of the mess. More than 150 pro-life activists turned out in downtown Murfreesboro today. This week marks the 19th anniversary of Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court decision that legalized abortion. And these demonstrators would like to see that decision reversed. Some of Nashville's news media must agree with that old saying, if you can't fight them, join them. News Channel 5's Larry Brenton has that story and more in tonight's Street Talk.
For years and years, some of the media has fought tooth and toenail against Metro Police hiring a public information officer to deal with the media. The reason is simple. A police information officer can tip off any of his media friends he wants about stories. And other reporters, for whatever reason, including politics, might not receive the same juicy stories. Well, the police department is now going to hire its first information officer, only it's being called something else, Communications Service Manager. It's been approved by the Metro Council, and the pay will be between $30,000 and $40,000 a year. And guess what? Even though applications are not being taken just yet, the top candidates for the job reportedly are a reporter for Channel 4 Television News and one from the Nashville Banner. And did Nashville Electric Service hit a home run, or is it just another strikeout for this city's utility company? Well, either way, NES customers, you and me, apparently lost the game. For the past several years, NES has spent thousands of dollars renting a skybox for Nashville Sounds baseball games. NES says it invited home builders and contractors to the game in an effort to get new business. Well, last year, NES paid $325 a game for 36 home games, entertaining guests and some of their own executives. The electric company claims it also had to purchase 900 tickets at $6.50 each for those guests to sit in the